Well, hello, my friendly shoppers, and today we hit IKEA. And I'm going to be honest with you, I had to take a deep breath so we can get prepared because this is the one in Costa Mesa and this is a biggie. So let's get shopping because there's a lot to explore when you're in this store. Because as soon as you walk in, you're greeted with the escalator, and look how okay, I thought that light was actually for sale. No, somebody just showing you an example of what to do with the light. But I thought that the Sandy Claus, the Jack Skellington light, was such a great idea. So I love the inspiration that they give out. You know, they do a lot of put rooms together and really give you the to kind of inspire what to do for small spaces. And this is one of the things I love about this store. Now, of course, the whole thing about IKEA is that you have to pretty much build everything yourself. And I think that's in my opinion, it's the only downside of it. You have to kind of walk through the whole store. And of course, that's how they kind of, I don't know if they get you, but they want you to walk through the whole store. That's just part of their marketing. But, I was really inspired with this store. I could only go to IKEA, like it's been probably about six months since the last time I was here. And it's one of those things where you have to remember, go early in the morning. Of course, this time I went a Saturday afternoon, but we did have a great time. But it's just kind of, and I haven't, like I said, it's been about 6 months, so it was great to see what Christmas items that they have. Now remember, this is, of course, IKEA is a Swedish store. And these are very, very European looks, but I mean, nothing like, I would say nothing too, that's, not American. This is something you would even see in ours. Now, of course, in America, we have larger spaces, but not everywhere. So if you have a smaller home, or you have a tiny home, this store really gives great ideas of what to do with your spaces too. Or sometimes if you have that room that's not exactly the biggest, but you want to, make it bigger feeling, you can definitely do it. Now their kitchens is so funny because I used to live in Europe, and it's so funny, these IKEA kitchens are not ideal European kitchens. European kitchens are very small. The one thing I remember a lot is, and even when I went back to visit, was that they're very like the alley kitchens, very small. So the IKEA kitchens do accommodate to Americans. These are American kitchens. Don't get me wrong. These are not European kitchens. But I love seeing the idea because one of these days we are going to redo our kitchen, and we're going to gut that kitchen and just basically start from scratch. Or we have gas and water. We're going to try to keep those in the same places just because those get expensive when you start moving those around. But other than that, we are definitely going to do the whole thing. So what we love coming to IKEA is to seeing, what their kitchen, and of course there's so many different ideas. And so when that time comes, it's just narrowing it down to what you want because nobody remodels kitchens every year. That is too big of an expense. That's why we're saving up. Because an average kitchen remodel is about 50 grand. And what I want to do with the kitchen, that's going to be close to that. But like I said, you can definitely see a lot of like these outdoor rooms. And I love these outdoor rooms. They show like these deck planks. And like I said, you can't rush walking through IKEA. That's just, if you're thinking like, oh, I'm going to be in there just like for 10 minutes, good luck. And I definitely do admire that positive attitude, but it's really hard to walk through. Like this video's not even 10 minutes. And I felt like I walked through pretty fast. I love these high-rise, like working spaces, because sometimes, sitting is not exactly the best thing, but when he's standing up, and you get the option of doing both, that is really great, especially when you're editing. I'm sitting down, and so what he says, I'm going to switch or have an extra desk that where I can stand up. Now I'm loving these high back wing chairs. These are velvet, really, really beautiful colors. But sometimes velvet could catch, especially if you have furry animals. Those are not the friendliest. Now, of course, these are not leather. These are not real leather. But they were comfortable. We sat down in them, and you know they definitely were comfortable. I was very inspired with these book, like I don't say bookshelves, these cabinets. Because you kind of look through here. Now, if you are a collector of, you know, like, okay, so obviously this is going to hide, but you have the clear glass ones. If you are a Rae Dunn collector, you want to show off your items, these are really great. A lot of people are taking old hutches and redoing them, but not everybody likes to redo furniture. And so, I mean, look at these pieces. They slide. You could put your favorite pieces, and you could display them, and you can still see them. So these were really, and like I said, $300 now. Yeah, you do have to put it together. But all the different colors, like that was a gray, then we have a white, and just they had so many different. Now this was a little bit cheaper. It was only $150. This I call it ideally is a microwave stand. And I know that because my parents have this and they have their microwave in there. But all these cabinets, and you know, like I said, if you're wanting to go in and just check it out. Now, if you are not near IKEA, of course I live in Southern California, I do have I have two of them that I have one above me, and I have one below me. The one below me is the San Diego. That one is a little smaller than this one. This one is a really big IKEA. There's another one I believe in LA too, and I have not visited that one yet. But like I said, look at all these great cabinets, and I was just like, ooh, and I could do this and I could do that. So some of these cabinets like light up. So there's so many, but like I said, if you are not close to an IKEA, you could definitely visit them online and get, you know, if you see any of these pieces that you like, you could get them shipped to you. Like I said, mind you, if you are okay with taking the time and putting them together, then, like I said, these pieces are so great. Like that was a little higher up, but like I said, I love it because it's, you know, you have different color options to go with your style, and there's so many different options, and it's just like I said, sometimes it's just hard to choose. I love this kitchen. I love the white with the black hardware and this black countertop. It wasn't really solid black. It was like kind of a marble, so it had white, and then this is the idea that I am looking to when I have a coffee bar. I love that. When you open up the drawers and they light up, oh, it is definitely a dream. And these they show with their cabinets. So what they show is that where they really won't slam shut. They kind of like, they'll go forward and then they would go ahead and like what they call, I want to say they call it a soft close. Like I said, I love the soft close, and I love that they light up. Because sometimes you go in the kitchen at night, you don't want to turn on the light. We have a really bright light in our kitchen, and you just want to get something out of the drawer, you could easily do that. And a lot of different workspaces that they have. They have some that will rise up, like I like that one. And then this one has all sorts of little gadgets, stuff that you can hang off on the side. Like, so this is what IKEA is known for. space saver, and just, like I said, bursting with ideas. And also some of these are good if you have a son or daughter going into a dorm. This is definitely works well for a dorm room, but also the craft room. The craft rooms are really raised it up. We do have one, and that one day will get redone. I loved all these small shelves. I don't do as many paper crafts as I used to, like scrapbooking, but I have the Cricut, I have the vinyl, and sometimes it is really important to try to keep that stuff organized, but I'm going to be honest with you, it does not always stay that way. I have lots of material, and I really need to redo that. Now, this bathroom I loved. I love the black and white. I love this floor. I think we decided, okay, so this is, you go up and then you go down. This is the kitchen area. There's so many fun gadgets in these kitchen areas. And they give you the big blue IKEA bag that you can walk around in, or the yellow one. I think you could buy the blue, and I think it's the yellow is what you use. But I have purchased I have in our garage several of the big IKEA bags that zip up. Those are great for storage. Storage bedding, maybe some extra clothes, if especially if you don't want to pile up the plastic totes for space reasons. Now I needed a new cheese grater, so I did grab one of those. They have all sorts of, like I said, a lot of these bamboo, they have different boards, like bamboo, wood, which is great if you're doing charcuterie. And like I said, IKEA always has, in my opinion, really great prices. And they have, like I said, pots and pans. Now, I have my opinion on pots and pans, and I'm just going to go ahead and say it because this is just kind of what I've learned over, I'm in my 40s. And, my husband and I were talking about, we have purchased inexpensive, I wouldn't say cheap, but inexpensive pots and pans in the past life that are non-stick. And sadly, we've ended up having to throw them away and get new ones over the years because they don't last as long. So if you can't afford it, buy a really good set, because a really good set is going to last you forever. So that is my 2 cents. Now, dishes, like I said, you could do the white dishes. A lot of people like white dishes because you could definitely, do your own artistic if you're a foodie. But that is definitely whatever your style is up to you. But if you're clumsy and you're known to break dishes, definitely get them at IKEA. And I always love getting these fun napkins. I did get this red and white stripe for Christmas because I thought those were adorable. And look at this, it's a tea. I got the milk frothers. And like I said, this area, that was just kind of like a tray. That's a good tray if you have kids. They're coloring. And, like I said, good inexpensive trays. If they color on the trays, no big deal. Here is for coffee. These Lazy Susans are really cool. And my husband loves Lazy Susans. Like I said, all these different trays. I used to use trays for my daughter when she would color, because there's the lip and it would just keep all her crayons together. Nothing's rolling on the floor. So that's one good thing that they are for. A lot of good storage boxes. And I've gotten several storage boxes from IKEA. They actually, if you take care of it, you're not, putting in the water or anything, you'll have a flood, knock on wood. They will definitely last for many, many years. Here's some of their fun Christmas items. It was funny, I was expecting to see some of the Christmas items to go throughout the store, but it was actually more towards the end is when I found all the Christmas items. These are a lot of fun lights. And the great thing about it, you could say they're Christmas, but if you put them up during another time of year, nobody's going to really know that they're Christmas. So here's the bottom floor. When you write the number and you're going into the warehouse to collect your furniture piece, that's where this floor. Now this is where I found all the Christmas items. So they had tons of wrapping paper. And like I said, it's very European, but really pretty. I was really excited to see these Christmas bags. These are good for storing if you have a smaller artificial trees, softer items. At first I was I'm gonna grab me a few, and then I realized how many blue ones I have like that, so I'm like, I gotta use what I have. So like I said, a lot of cute little Christmas. They have like some of the bows. And then some of their trees. Their trees were a little pricey, but they were different too. So I would say they look more realistic. Some mini ornaments. So everybody, thank you so much for coming along with me to IKEA. And don't forget to if you are new here, please do hit that subscribe button. That definitely supports our channel. And if you like this video, definitely give us a thumbs up. And we're saying daily content, we're almost daily. During the holiday season, we are getting a little bit busy. And so, but we are definitely trying to push these videos out daily. And try to do a different store every day. You'll definitely see what some of our favorite stores are, because I feel like they change very often. And everybody, thank you so much for coming along, and we will see you next time.